Over 1 billion. That's how many people reach for a Pepsi every single day. 1 billion thirsts quenched. 1 billion moments of pure refreshment, all before the sun sets on our planet. Now imagine a factory stretching across 7.6 acres, larger than 5 football fields combined, humming with 6 state-of-the-art production lines running simultaneously. Each line churns out an astonishing 36,000 bottles per hour. Do the math. That's 600 bottles cascading off the line every minute, 10 bottles every single second, in an endless stream of ice-cold refreshment. Close your eyes and picture it. The satisfying crack of a cap twisting open, the rush of tiny bubbles dancing frantically to the surface. That first cold sip sliding down your throat on a scorching summer afternoon. There's a reason Pepsi travels to over 140 countries worldwide, loaded onto 150 trucks that leave this single factory every day during peak season. But here's the question that's been bubbling in my mind. How exactly does sugar water and a century-old secret formula transform into the world's second most beloved cola? What mysterious alchemy happens behind those factory walls? Come along as we dive deep into one of America's largest Pepsi factories, where ancient water meets cutting-edge machinery, where chemistry becomes pure magic, and where millions of bottles are born every single day. I promise you so. The journey is just as refreshing as the destination. The year was 1893. In a modest pharmacy tucked away in New Bern, North Carolina, a young man named Caleb Bradham was stirring up something that would change the beverage world forever. Bradham had dreamed of becoming a doctor. He enrolled in medical school with high hopes and ambitious plans, but financial hardship had other ideas. He was forced to drop out before completing his degree. Rather than surrender to disappointment, he channeled that healing ambition into an unexpected direction. He opened Bradham's Pharmacy, a neighborhood gathering spot where locals would come for conversation and refreshment. And it was here, behind his pharmacy counter, that Bradham began experimenting with a unique creation, a refreshing beverage designed to aid digestion and boost energy without the addictive substances that plagued popular drinks of that era. His secret blend, a delicate mixture of sugar, purified water, caramel, lemon oil, exotic cola nuts, aromatic nutmeg, and a handful of other carefully selected ingredients. The locals who gathered at his soda fountain simply called it Brad's drink. It was delicious, it was different, and word spread quickly through New Bern streets. By 1898, Bradham recognized the potential bubbling in his creation. He renamed his beverage Pepsi Cola, a name destined to echo through generations and across continents. Here's what fascinates me about this era. Back in the 1890s, every single bottle was hand-blown by skilled craftsmen. Every pour measured carefully by human hands. Every batch mixed with personal attention. The soft drink industry was an artisanal craft, not an industrial marvel. It took 2 full decades of relentless innovation before automated machinery began transforming production. Pepsi refined its formula continuously, expanded its distribution networks, grew its devoted following, and in some regions, remarkably, even surpassed its famous rival in sales. From one pharmacist's modest dream to over 1 billion daily servings across the globe.
Incredible work, congratulations.
That's not just business growth, that's complete transformation. And remarkably, it all begins with one absolutely essential ingredient: water. It seems so simple, so ordinary. We turn on a tap and expect it to flow. But here's something that might surprise you. Water makes up a staggering 94% of every single bottle of Pepsi. That means the quality of water isn't just important, it's absolutely everything. So where does this factory source its most critical ingredient? The answer lies 850 feet underground. Beneath this region, ancient Oligocene aquifers hold water that dates back between 23 and 34 million years. An epoch when mastodons roamed the plains, when continents were still slowly shifting into their current positions. When the world looked nothing like it does today, this prehistoric water has remained sealed away from the surface, completely untouched by modern pollutants, agricultural runoff, or industrial contaminants. The result? Exceptionally pure water with a mineral profile unchanged for millions of years. But even this ancient purity isn't quite enough for Pepsi's exacting standards. Once extracted from those deep aquifers, the water embarks on a rigorous multi-stage filtration journey. Advanced purification systems strip away every particle, every trace mineral, every microscopic impurity, creating a liquid canvas so pristinely clean that it can carry Pepsi's signature flavors without the slightest interference. Think about what you're actually drinking: water that existed long before humans walked the earth, now cascading through sophisticated modern filtration systems, preparing to become something that quenches the
foundation
thirst
of
of over a
refreshment,
billion people
perfectly
daily.
complete.
That's the foundation of every single bottle. Have you ever been completely captivated by those tiny fizzing bubbles, the way they race enthusiastically toward the surface? Tickle your nose as you bring the glass closer and deliver that unmistakable, refreshing sensation the moment they hit your tongue. That effervescent magic comes from carbon dioxide, and the science behind it is beautifully precise. The carbonation process begins with temperature control. First, the purified water is chilled to near freezing temperatures, around 34 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't arbitrary. Cold water has a remarkable property. It can absorb and hold carbon dioxide far more efficiently than warm water. Then comes the injection phase. Under intense high pressure, carbon dioxide floods into the chilled water, dissolving completely into the liquid until it reaches the perfect saturation point. This pressurized environment forces billions of gas molecules to stay suspended in solution, waiting patiently for their moment of release. Here's where the science gets truly interesting. The moment you crack open that bottle or pop that can, the pressure inside drops instantly. The dissolved CO2, no longer held captive by pressure, escapes in a magnificent rush of tiny, playful bubbles that dance and swirl their way to the surface. But there's more happening than just bubbles. A small portion of that escaping carbon dioxide reacts chemically with the water, transforming into carbonic acid. This reaction gives Pepsi its signature mild tanginess, that subtle bite that perfectly counteracts the sweetness and creates a beautifully balanced flavor profile. Carbon dioxide serves another crucial purpose too: preservation. Thanks to its inert chemical nature and remarkable cost-effectiveness, CO2 acts as a natural preservative, helping extend shelf life without artificial additives. That crisp, refreshing bite you love, that tingling sensation on your tongue, pure chemistry, perfected over decades of refinement. Now we arrive at Pepsi's most closely guarded treasure, the crown jewel of the entire operation, the concentrate. This top-secret formula has remained absolutely confidential for over 100 years. Think about that timeline. World wars have been fought. Technology has leaped from horse-drawn carriages to Mars rovers. Yet through it all, this formula has remained locked away. Known only to a handful of trusted individuals, the concentrate is produced in only 3 facilities worldwide. Locations so secure that the exact recipe may exist in its complete form in perhaps only a few minds on the entire planet. From these 3 facilities, the precious concentrate ships to bottling plants across every continent. At this factory, massive ingredient storage areas stretch impressively across the production floor. Giant sacks of pristine white sugar stacked high toward the ceiling. Towering containers of concentrated essence awaiting their purpose. Around 20 different syrups are carefully prepared each day, each one measured and mixed with pharmaceutical precision. The blending process is meticulous. Concentrated essence meets purified ancient water and sugar in precisely calibrated ratios refined over more than a century of production experience. Pepsi's signature cola flavor emerges from a delicate balance of sweeteners, bright lemon notes, and warm vanilla undertones, each component measured to fractions of a percent. One essential ingredient that often surprises people: caffeine. That familiar mild stimulant that promotes alertness and adds subtle complexity to the flavor profile. The caffeine is first carefully diluted in water, then evenly distributed throughout the mixture. It sounds deceptively simple, like mixing a glass of flavored sugar water. But the true secret to Pepsi's irresistible appeal lies in that precise balance, the exact ratios, the quality of each ingredient, and those signature effervescent bubbles. Before a single drop reaches consumers, Pepsi passes through one of the beverage industry's most rigorous quality control systems. At every stage, specialized equipment and trained technicians monitor the process with unwavering attention. In the laboratory, product batches undergo a
The
battery of
glucose
tests.
levels in batch
Technicians
42 seem
precisely measure
elevated.
CO2 levels
Run the
to
replication
guarantee
sequence.
perfect carbonation.
I'm noting
They
the
check
variance
sugar
now.
ratios to maintain that signature sweetness consumers expect. Preservatives are carefully added to prevent bacterial growth, while antioxidants protect color and flavor integrity throughout the product's shelf life. Only when every parameter meets Pepsi's exacting standards does the mixture advance to its next transformation. No shortcuts, no exceptions, no compromises. The journey of a Pepsi bottle begins with something surprisingly small: PET plastic preforms, test tube-sized pieces of plastic that will soon expand into the bottles we all recognize. These preforms enter heating chambers where temperatures soften the plastic to a moldable state. Then, in a process taking mere seconds, high-pressure air blasts into each preform, forcing it to expand rapidly against precision molds. Watch closely and you'll see the transformation happen almost instantaneously. One moment, a small tube, the next, a fully formed bottle. Immediately after, bottles glide through a water rinse system. This serves dual purposes: rapid cooling and impurity removal. Any residue from the heating process is washed away, leaving containers pristine and ready for filling. The Pepsi syrup mixture, maintained at an ideal temperature, cascades into each bottle with remarkable precision. Temperature control ensures even filling while preventing excessive foaming that would compromise carbonation. Caps tumble into the production line, feeding into an automatic capping machine that seals each bottle in a fraction of a second, tight enough to retain carbonation through months of shipping and storage. Then comes the high-speed labeling machine, 200 bottles per minute, each label perfectly aligned and firmly attached. Meanwhile, a dedicated production line handles something special: reusable glass bottles. These 7-ounce classics represent a commitment to environmental responsibility. Empty bottles arrive and embark on a thorough cleansing journey. High-temperature treatment sterilizes each container, while simultaneously removing old labels. Every bottle then passes through inspection systems that scan for cracks, chips, or any sign of damage. Only bottles passing inspection advance to refilling. Aluminum crown caps seal each one with a satisfying crimp. The bottles pass through a drying system, raising them to room temperature, a crucial step preventing condensation during packaging. Glass bottles are neatly arranged into crates, ready for distribution. This reuse cycle doesn't just reduce waste, it significantly lowers the factory's environmental footprint, contributing to planetary protection one bottle at a time. Now, let's follow the aluminum can journey, where production pace reaches truly staggering speeds. Empty cans arrive from Rexam, a North Carolina supplier. Each shipment delivers approximately 25 pallets, each containing 869 cans stacked in 21 layers. An automatic depalletizing system scans and separates each layer with mechanical precision. From there, cans glide onto conveyor belts, funneling into a cable conveyor system that arranges them into single file. Here's where things get fascinating. Cans flip 180 degrees for cleaning. A powerful jet of purified water blasts inside each can, ensuring absolute hygiene before filling. The filling system is an engineering marvel. 72 synchronized valves pour Pepsi into cans simultaneously. Immediately after, cans advance to the seaming machine, where 12 seaming heads tightly secure aluminum lids. This system processes up to 1,000 cans per minute. Lids feed through chutes holding 60 each, enabling continuous operation without interruption. But we're not done. Freshly filled cans enter a warming machine for final rinsing. Their temperature rises 3 to 5 degrees above the dew point, a critical adjustment. Cans at 34 degrees would form condensation during packaging, compromising quality. The warming step eliminates this risk entirely. The Filtex system then scans each can, measuring liquid content precisely. Any can containing less than 12 ounces, a piston system automatically removes it from the line. No exceptions, no compromises. Cans rotate back to upright position and pass through air drying systems. Powerful streams remove any remaining moisture. Finally, the GPI packaging machine arranges cans into 20 packs, 5 rows, 4 cans each, automatically loading them into cartons sealed with adhesive. Robotic systems arrange completed bottles and cans according to orders. Packaging machines place them onto trays and pallets. Videojet printers stamp tracking codes onto each carton before they travel through spiral conveyor systems to the palletizing area. Here, cartons are wrapped tightly in shrink film, securing them for transport. Forklifts glide through the warehouse, moving pallets into storage, ready for shipment to distributors across the globe. The numbers are staggering. This factory produces up to 60 different products in various sizes, ranging from 6.7 to 67 ounces. During peak summer months,
60 products
the
running
production line
simultaneously.
generates
It's incredible.
approximately 1.9 million cases of Pepsi cans. As many as 150 trucks depart daily, delivering ice-cold Pepsi
This
to
is the
millions of
best night
consumers
ever.
across the United States and beyond. And there you have it, the complete journey from ancient underground water to the ice-cold Pepsi in your hand. From 23 million-year-old aquifers to 72-valve filling systems. From a pharmacist's humble creation to a billion daily servings spanning the globe. Here's a fun fact to leave you with. Despite Pepsi consistently winning blind taste tests, what Pepsi famously called the Pepsi Challenge. Brand loyalty often overrides taste preference. Psychology, it seems, plays as big a role in refreshment as chemistry does. Now I'm curious, if someone placed a glass of Coca-Cola and a glass of Pepsi in front of you, could you tell the difference? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd genuinely love to know. If this journey through Pepsi's production process fascinated you as much as it did me, smash that like button and share it with a friend who loves discovering how things are made. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next factory adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay refreshed.